What if the reason you feel exhausted isn't because you're doing too much, but because you're doing too little of what truly matters? Think about your mornings. Do you wake up excited? Or do you wake up already tired? Most people aren't physically exhausted, they're emotionally disconnected. They move through life on autopilot, working, scrolling, chasing, repeating. But in a small part of the world, something different is happening. On the Japanese island of Okinawa, people regularly live past 90, even 100 years old. But here's the part that surprises researchers. They're not just living longer, they're living better. Even in their 90s, many still garden. They meet friends daily. They laugh easily. They have something to contribute. So what's their secret? It's not a miracle diet. It's not extreme exercise. It's something far more powerful. It's called Ikigai. Ikigai roughly translates to a reason for being. It's the reason you wake up in the morning. Not your alarm clock, not your responsibilities. Your reason. In Okinawa, people don't retire in the way many cultures do. They don't suddenly stop being useful. They remain active because they remain needed. And that sense of being needed, being useful, is deeply connected to longevity and happiness. Now, compare that to modern life. Many people work jobs they don't enjoy. They earn money but feel empty. They succeed on paper but feel lost inside. Maybe you felt that too. You check all the boxes society told you to check, but something still feels missing. That feeling isn't failure, it's misalignment. Researchers studying purpose have found that people who feel their life has meaning tend to handle stress better, experience greater life satisfaction, and even show signs of healthier aging. Purpose acts like an internal compass. Without it, we drift. So, how do you find your Ikigai? A helpful way to understand it is through 4 questions. First, what do you love? Second, what are you good at? Third, what can you be paid for? And fourth, what does the world need? Where these 4 areas overlap, that's where Ikigai lives. That's alignment. That's tension. Ikigai isn't about instant perfection. It's about gradually moving closer to alignment. There's another concept closely connected to Ikigai, the state of flow. Flow is when you become so absorbed in what you're doing that time disappears. You're not bored. You're not anxious. You're challenged, but in a good way. That feeling is often a clue. When something gives you energy instead of draining it, pay attention. Purpose isn't built in isolation. It grows in connection. Ikigai doesn't usually arrive as a sudden revelation. It's discovered through experimentation, trying different things, failing, adjusting. You don't need to quit your job tomorrow. You don't need a dramatic life reset. Ikigai is built through small shifts. Over time, those small shifts create alignment, and alignment creates energy. So tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself something simple. If no one judged me, if money wasn't the only factor, what kind of life would feel meaningful? Because somewhere between what you love, what you're good at, what you can sustain financially, and what helps others, your reason is waiting. And maybe, just maybe, that reason is the difference between simply existing and truly living. Fuel your mind and start searching for your reason.